My name is Rick Hopkins, and you may not know me yet, but you're going to get to know me because we're going to do a lot of these segments. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about food. Believe it or not, I am fluent in eating. This is my favorite time of year because we get to serve one of the best dishes for the holiday family gathering. That's a standing rib roast. This is what's called a Frenched rib roast. By French, it means he's cleaned the bones out here, so you have a beautiful presentation on this rib roast here. It's actually been cut, the bone, the whole rack of the bones has been cut and removed, and then re-tied on so that as it's being cooked with all the natural bone and natural juices. This is what that looks like with the bones already removed. It's easy for the home chef to be able to roast this properly and cut this without any problems at all. This one, so I believe it's a combination of oregano, thyme, rosemary, a little bit of garlic, salt, and pepper, and it's the perfect complement on a rib roast. And the last one here is again, just another version. This is what we refer to as a 4-bone rib. Rule of thumb on our side is 1 pound of raw meat per adult guest coming to your party. And the other is, it's about 2 pounds of meat per bone. We have a 4-bone roast. This is about 8 pounds. We have 7 to 8 people coming to our meal. So this is the perfect starting size for our roast. We've rubbed it with a great seasoning. We have it bone side in. We've actually, as we've said, cut this and re-tied it. So it's gonna make removing the bones real easy. And then this is gonna go into our oven. We've let it set out for about 2 hours so that it's relaxed the meat fibers a little bit. 450 degrees for about the first 20 minutes. I'm gonna let it get a nice little kind of crust and bark to it. And then I'm gonna turn my oven down to about 325 and let it go for about another 11 minutes per pound. So for an 8-pound roast, about 88 minutes, about an hour and a half at 325. And my target is 120 degrees. This is probably the most important tool that you need to have. And this is an internal immediate temperature thermometer. And this will go right into the thickest part of the roast and give us the temperature that we're looking for. And once we know that we've hit the temperature we're looking for, our roast is ready to come out. We've talked about this being tied and cut onto the back of our roast. What I'm going to do is turn this so that you can see this. This just peels back here. This was prepped again for your convenience. So we take that, we cut this. Again, this is beautiful. This goes right on the grill with a little barbecue sauce. That's a perfect Scooby snack. And now what you have is a beautiful, what was a standing rib roast is now an easy to slice, ready to go rib roast. And I'm gonna cut it from both ends here. This is the strip end. And I'm cutting this with a nice sharp knife and nice and large. So this is done. This is about a medium rare, just on its way to medium towards the end cuts here. This is the chuck end. So again, all that fat, that beautiful cap, this is the most delicious part of every animal put on this planet. And if we cut a little bit more towards the center of our roast, what you see is a little bit more of that temperature that's closer to that rare, medium rare. So for a typical party, you're gonna have guests that are gonna fall into every range, from rare, medium rare, especially on a nice roast like this, up to something a little closer to well done. One of the ways you can deal with that is you present this right onto the plate. Give them a nice, beautiful cut here, and then you give them some au jus. If somebody likes it a little bit more well done, give it a chance. You can even take the meat and soak it in the au jus because your au jus is nice and hot. It'll bring it up what we call a step, which is about from medium rare to medium or medium to medium well. But a little bit of au jus, the vegetables and starches of your choice, perfect. Only thing missing on this is really a horseradish dipping sauce. There's a number out there that are prepared, ready to go, or you can make your own. So this is a standing rib roast. I hope you've learned something today. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bon appetit.